Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Victoria and welcome to Pembroke Beauty. So today, I have been waiting for this palette. This video is all about the new and beautiful Morphe palette. This is the 39S, such a gem palette. And you guys, I know, like, I cannot even with how beautiful this is. So I'm going to be testing this out today. As you can see, I have a look with it on. And if you want to see my opinions about this, whether or not you should buy it, is it worth it, is it not, how do they perform, is it another Morphe flop, or is it a beautiful Morphe palette, you gotta find out. So if you want to see how to get this look and see my opinion on this palette, definitely keep watching. Like I said, today is going to be a review on this palette right here, and so therefore I'm not going to really like show you guys how I do my eyes, because, or I'm not going to show you guys how I do my face, because it just is going to take a lot longer than this video needs to be. I'm not sure which area I want to play in. Like, if you kind of look at it like that, it's kind of like there's two palettes. So like that one is very cool toned, blue, pink, purple. And then this one is the more warm side, where you could kind of go like more plummy, more red, more pink. But you see what I mean? Like, you could kind of go either direction, and I freaking love that. There's a couple shades that really call to me, including this one, and that one, and that one, and all of them. So I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. But this looks like it's a different formula. This one looks like it's like an actual pressed glitter. And so I'm a little curious about that. Let me just swatch this really quick. You see that? I guess you can't, but that is freaking beautiful. Let me put this somewhere. I have no space. Yeah, so this looks like it's like a pressed glitter situation. I don't know. I really like it, but I don't know how well I can use it. So I think that's one that would probably benefit from a tacky base or a glitter glue. But yeah, so I'm just going to start, and I think, I don't know, maybe I'll do a little bit of both. Okay, so let's just start going. This is how a lot of my videos start. I usually don't know what I'm doing. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to make this video a voiceover. I just think that it will benefit you guys a little bit more, and it will benefit me as well. I think that I'm just going to go through, do my eye makeup, and then we will discuss at the very end and talk about the pros and the cons. Let me like work through it on my own, and then I'll get to telling you guys what I think. Okay? Alright, so I will see you in like, you know, an hour after I finish playing with all these beautiful colors. Okay, so as you guys can see, I did the rest of my face makeup except for highlight, and I finished up the eyes. I think that they look absolutely stunning. Like, oh my god. So that's what the eyes look like. I really, really love it. I'm going to put some highlight on, I'm going to put some lips on, set my face, and then we will chat about what my opinion on this entire palette is. So I really wanted to use some of the shades in here to highlight, which is why I waited. So I'm going to go in with my all-time favorite highlighting brush, which is the Luxie 660 brush, and I'm going to go into this shade maybe right here and tap that off. And I also want to go into a little bit of this pink shade right here. So let's see how that looks on the face. So these are much more like top coats as opposed to like having a lot of pigment in them. So they're not necessarily, they don't have like a lot of background colors, what I'm saying. They're more just like glitters, which is what I was going for this highlight, which is okay. But just be aware of that, like when you go to use them, but we will talk about that in a minute anyway. So I now want to go in with this e.l.f. brush right here and go into this lightest shade in the palette right here. Take a little bit of that, and I'm really going to focus that right on the top, very tippy top of our cheekbone. Right there. So the smaller pans have more pigment in them. Freaking love that. So now my face, I've been going back to the e.l.f. makeup mist and set. So I used to use the illuminating mist and set, I think, and I freaking loved that. And then I found this, and this is in a bigger bottle than the illuminating one, and I have fallen in love with this. So if you guys are looking for a really nice setting spray that will leave your skin dewy and hydrated, but not like too dewy and too hydrated, but will give you that glow that you're kind of looking for, I highly suggest this. I think this bottle was like $4. Really, really inexpensive. So check it out at like Walmart or Target or wherever. I will say that the sprayer is a little bit more aggressive than some other ones, so just be aware of that. But to be honest, that kind of stuff doesn't really bother me. I know it bothers a lot of people, but it doesn't super bother me. That's so pretty. I love that highlight. That like chunky glitter. So again, if you don't like the chunky glitter highlight, don't use that. I do kind of want to go for like a brightish pink lip, but I'm not sure which one I want to use. I could use that. That would be nice. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Mother Liquid Lipstick, and I'm going, or Everlasting Liquid Lip, or whatever it is. Okay, and then I think I want to put a gloss over it. So I think I'm going to go in with the Colourpop Verbatim gloss. I'm going to let this dry quickly first. This has a really pretty purple shift in it. I think I really like that. Ooh, yeah! Alright, so now that we have the finished look, let's go through my thoughts and opinions about this palette. So I thought that the mattes, I used a variety of them. So I think I used, well, I probably showed it, but regardless, I used almost, so I used this matte, that one, this one, and this one. And this one actually. So I used a variety of mattes, and honestly I was very, very impressed with how these matte shades performed. I thought that they performed so easily. They blended out very well. They all had a lot of pigment, but they weren't hard to blend. A lot of the times Morphe palettes have the tendency to be very pigmented, and because of that people can struggle to blend them out. And I thought that this palette, the mattes were so well formulated, that it was so easy to blend them, make it seamless. I mean, you can see my eye, it's very, very seamlessly blended on the top and the bottom, and I just am really pleased with how they formulated these. And sometimes pinks and purples can be hard to work with in general, and so the fact that they were so well and easy to use is very impressive to me. As far as the shimmers go, so I used this shade, this one, and this one on my eyes or on my face. And so like I said, this middle row, all of the big pans in here, I'm pretty sure are all top coat situations. So they are not, they don't have a lot of pigment base in them. They are mostly just a clear base with glitter everywhere. So you can see on my lid right here, the bluish purple, which is this shade right here, which I believe is called Total Goals. Sorry, I had to find my key. Is called Total Goals. This shade is stunning, and I used all of them dry, so I did not wet any of the shimmers at all. All of them were used dry. If you used it wet, I'm sure it would be even more gorgeous. And I really like these because they have so much glitter in them, and I do like the top coat situation because it really does give you the ability to put down a shade and then put these over top and really transform that shade into something else without changing the full color of it. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but I hope you guys understand what I mean. You can put a purple down and put this over top and it would still be purple underneath, but you would have that gold shift to it that this shade would bring to it. And I really, really like that. So these middle shades are absolutely fantastic. This shade is freaking stunning. However, I guarantee you that you need a glitter base to use it. It is pressed, so I'm sure it will be fine, but I would be curious to see how it would work on the eye without a base. Just judging by how it was when I swatched it, I think that it would be a nightmare. That's not a bad thing, that's just something to be aware of, that if you are going to get this palette and use this shade, definitely get a really good glitter base. Starfire has a beautiful glitter base. You can use my code for 20% off. It doesn't benefit me, it just benefits you. NYX, they have a really good glitter base. Violet Voss. There's a bunch of different companies that have glitter bases. Just keep an eye out. Morphe actually might even have one. I don't know. But where I'm headed with this is I tried this shimmer and I used this one and I tried to use this one. And I will say I tried to use them all dry. I was not impressed. I will say this one was pretty good. But these two were not very impressive as far as pigmentation goes dry. I think that they would work well if you used a finger or if you used a wet brush. That would probably make them come to life. But just in general, I think that these middle shades really sell the palette for me. And the mattes. The mattes and these middle shades are freaking stunning. They perform beautifully and I love them. I would use the other shimmers wet or with a finger. So that is pretty much my thoughts and opinions on this. I think that if you are a pink and purple lover, which I personally am, like I love this look. I love wearing these tones. I think that it's very flattering on many, many different people. I think that berry tones, pinks and purples, I think scare some people away. But I think when people wear them and like have them on, I think that they really make everybody's eye color pop. I think they make everybody's skin look amazing. I just really think that this is a really good, fun beginning palette. Like if you're somebody who has a bunch of neutral palettes and you're like, I don't really know what other palette to get. I kind of want to dabble into some color, but I'm not sure which ones to go for. I suggest you go for these. I think that these are very flattering, easy to work with. They are just stunning. And you can get, like I said, they have the whole cool side and warm side. So you can get a mixture of looks with just this palette. So I really, really recommend this palette. If anybody is wondering if you should pick it up, yes. The answer is yes. Pick it up. Don't think about it. Just buy it. This is a 35 pan, right? 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 I think this is 35 pans in here.
That's weird. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.
Okay, So this is a 40 pan palette, and I believe it retails for $35. And that is a steal. A lot of other brands don't have deals like that, and the quality of these is so high. I really, really recommend it. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from myself, definitely comment down below any videos that you want to see. If you don't already, you should follow me on Instagram. And please, it really, really helps me out if you did like this video, subscribe and hit the little bell so you get notifications every single time that I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!